Hey, welcome everybody. Wes Barker here. You probably know that. That's why you're on this channel and learning this magic trick. I almost never teach magic, so I'm fired up about it right now. If you don't know who I am, check me out on Penn Teller Fool Us. I'm a fooler from there. I have a show on Netflix if you're in Canada or HBOmax if you're in the States called Big Trick Energy. Basically, I'm just trying to say I'm a magician that's been around for a little while. So you can trust me when I tell you this trick is awesome. Let's check it out.
Yo,
hey buddy. This is Christian. He's an actor and writer, and he recently had me on his YouTube channel to do improv in a car. You can go watch that video right after this. And doing improv in a car is such a highlight, I thought, I gotta repay the favor. What better guy to invite over and mess with a little bit? Stand right over here and get your mind blown.
All right.
Thanks for coming over, buddy.
Oh man, I'm so stoked.
I just trapped you in my room and said, okay, I'm gonna show you a magic trick
Yeah.
So you have no choice.
That's what friends do. They trap each other in their rooms.
Exactly. I was doing some magic for you the other night.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I showed you this trick though. This is my favorite trick of all time.
Okay.
All right, as you can see here, we got a normal deck of cards.
Yeah.
For the at-home audience, a normal deck of cards, right? As you do, classic 52 cards, except they're all gone. It's so crazy when they leave like that. Don't worry about it. Okay, so we're gonna have you pick any card you want. Pick out one, anyone you want. Remember it. Show the camera even.
Which one? Which camera? Both?
Any camera. Pick a camera.
I
That one.
I already did both. Sorry.
Okay. Right. And I'm gonna look at it too because it doesn't matter.
Oh damn it. Okay.
I'll hold your hand out flat like that. I'm gonna take the 5 of clubs. I'm gonna put it on your hand. Now this part, try not to let them fall.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did you look? Did you try and bust the trick? That's what you get.
Fuck you. What?
Oh, this is my favorite card trick, and I'm gonna teach you guys now how to do this trick. So keep watching.
What?
It's so funny because people can't help themselves. They have to peek.
Oh my god. I don't know how it was in my hand. What the fuck?
So fun.
That's huge. Oh my god. I literally have no idea.
Well, here, take one more just for fun, and it doesn't matter. Yeah, same one.
What the fuck?
I don't know why you keep getting it. That's not even a normal card in the deck. Why would you get that?
What the fuck? Can I swear?
Yeah. Well, you better because that's the whole
That's
trick.
true. That's true. Yeah. This is not censored, but I'm censored.
Yeah, exactly.
How?
Oh my god. Fun, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. Like I said, I promise you, that's the only. Everything else about this deck is normal except for that card.
But I saw. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's magic.
It is magic.
The only way you're gonna find out how this works is if you watch this video.
So I have to watch the video.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right. Well, that's how that trick goes. So if you haven't got your second to none deck, please, there's a link in the description, and I'll take you right to the store. Now, the second to none deck does come with an extra blank faced card, so you need that for this trick. That's how this trick's gonna work. Other decks also come with a blank card, so you could do it with another deck, but obviously, I think my cards are the best, but that's just me. No matter if you have my cards or not, I want you to learn this trick because it's so much fun. Let's jump right in. If you're a magician and you're already doing an ambitious card routine, this is a perfect thing to add because if you've ever put a card in someone's hand and then the card appears on the top, they can't help but turn over the deck and look at it. They can't help themselves. They have to turn it over and look because that's the only thing your brain can do. Your brain goes, it was there. I have to see where did it go? Or they think maybe there's 2 cards and they want to check. It's such a beautiful moment because as soon as they check and it says, fuck you, it's like as the magician, you're proving that you're also one step ahead. It's just such a funny moment. If you just handed them a card that said, fuck you, it feels very aggressive. But this is them trying to bust your trick, not in a malicious way, just in a curious way. And as they tried to bust your trick, it's like you caught them looking in your bag. You caught them looking behind the curtain. And it's just a funny moment. It's one of my all-time favorites, and I want to show you how to do it right now. So let's get a fresh deck here. With your second to none playing cards, they come with 2 jokers. We don't need those right now. They come with a blank card, which you will need. This is key. And a double backer, which has many purposes, but for this one, we don't need it. Everything else about this deck is completely normal. That is just a regular deck of cards. And then this beautiful, wonderful blank-faced card. This is the key. This is the key to the success. So, what you're going to want to do to prep for this is you're going to want to write "fuck you" on your playing card. Turn the card sideways and print very clearly in all capital letters. Now, if your personality cannot handle fuck you, which I understand, that might be too much, you can write anything. You could write don't look here, or you can write idiot, or you could write, hey, this is a magician's only, or secrets, or caught you looking, whatever. You could, but I'm telling you right now, fuck you is the perfect thing to say here, and it's so funny. I mean, pick who you'd perform it to wisely, obviously. Don't be crazy, but it's so funny. That's why the card's left blank, so you can decide whatever you're comfortable with. Just gauge your audience. It's that's the most important thing. So, write fuck you, write it very clearly. I go over it a couple times. I beef it up a little bit, but not too much. Anything like that is really, really good. Once you've got this card Sharpied on there, use a Sharpie. Don't cheap out. Use a real Sharpie. Get it on there. Boom. Once you got that, you're set. This card, the fuck you card, goes on top of the deck. Boom. You could mark it a little bit on the corner with a pencil or something if you really wanted to. If you were concerned about it not, about losing it, that's fine. I don't ever feel the need to do that. So, full deck and your fuck you card's on top. Now, I started this trick with Christian by showing him that all the cards were there. And then I showed him that, in fact, they were all blank. I mean, if you fan cards one way, they look like that. If you fan them the other way, you don't see the pips. So if you fan them out this way, you're going to see pips. If you fan them out backwards, no pips. And if there's an ace on here, you can cover with your thumb. And at a glance, it really does look like they're blank. There's not much explanation there other than that's just knacky, and it's going to take some practice. But that's not really part of the trick. You don't have to do that part for this trick. This is just bonus. If you wanted to do that, you could do that. It's a real bonus thing. It looks cool. It's a bit of a visual, like, whoa, what the hell? It establishes some like skill level off the top. And again, with this fuck you trick, I don't recommend doing it right out of the gate. This is one you save for after you've done a few tricks, okay? You save it for a little bit later, okay? You don't have to do it right away. Now, that's definitely ideal. I actually often keep the fuck you card in my back pocket so the deck can be completely examined. We're doing other tricks, and at some point I bring it out and I put the fuck you card on top. Such an easy setup because it's just sitting on top. Now, how do you perform it? Like this. Because the card's on top, it's in such a good position, you can very plainly show them all the cards are different. A regular deck of cards, you can say. Because you don't have to show them all the way to the very front. No one cares. No one's even thinking about that. So you're good. You show them all the cards are different, all the cards are different. And then you say, here, please take a card. They take out whatever card. No one's going to grab the top card. I mean, some people do, but if they do, think about what just happened. You showed them all the cards. You said, take any card. They take the top card, and they look at it, and it says, fuck you. It's not the trick you were going for, but it's perfect. Because what a great extra moment that, like, out of all the cards, and you can just turn them over and be like, out of all the cards, you had to pick the top one? There's always one in every crowd, or whatever you want to say, right? Make that the trick you meant to do if that's what happens. But most times, 99% of the time, they're going to pick out of the middle. So they pick a card, okay? And you say, remember it, show all your friends. In this case, show the camera. So they show all their friends. As they're showing people, what you're going to do over here on this side, I turned over the fuck you card so it was face up on top of the deck, okay? So like when they're not looking, I went down by my thigh and I turned the card over, okay? And I got a little pinky break underneath like that. That was it. Now, you can do that very, very slowly. You can just turn away as if you don't want to see the card as they're showing their friends. And then you just turn it over and get your finger underneath it like that. So it's very simple. As they look over there, they're looking at the card. You turn away over here, and you're just turning this card over and getting a break underneath it while they're not looking. They're very preoccupied memorizing the card, and you're over here pretending like you don't want to see it. So it's a good time. You can also do it. How I normally do it is I use my thigh. I turn it over on my thigh, so I don't even need this hand. Okay? Very easy to do. You're just pushing off with your finger and letting it press against your thigh and turning it over. That's truly the hardest part, okay? But there's no heat on you, okay? They've just seen all the cards. They picked one very plainly. There was no force. And now they're showing their friends, memorize the card, look at it, and you're over here, and you're flipping over your card, ready to go. And you got your pinky stuck underneath. You're so set up. When you take the card back, you say, you're holding the deck like this with your hand down like this, right? You don't want to show that part, obviously, for obvious reasons. So you take the card back, you say, okay, let me have that. I'm actually going to look at it too. And you take it face up and you just set it right on top of your fuck you card. You just set it right on top. Boom. And now all you're doing is just your double lift. You're just doing a double lift. You're not even doing the full double lift. You're doing you're starting from halfway. You're cheating in a way. You're getting the easiest version of a double lift of all time because you already have a pinky break. You already have it face up. It's so simple. It's so simple. All you're doing is you take 2 cards as one and turn it over and take the top card and say hold your hand out and you're placing it on their hand. In this case, I'll just drop it on the table. I'm not going to teach a double lift here, a full double lift. If you want to learn about a double lift, there's plenty of resources. I learned mine years ago from a DVD called Card Ninja, but you can learn online anywhere. I know my friend Alex Pandrea has more than one YouTube tutorial on a double lift, so I definitely recommend that. But yeah, learn a double lift, super valuable. But in this case, you're starting halfway, you just flip it over and you just set it in their hands. Now you've just handed them the fuck you card, but they really do not know. They think it's the 10 of spades still. They truly do. You can even have the 10 of spades signed before you get the card back. It doesn't matter. Now, all you have to do, they're holding their hand flat, they're holding the card that they think is the 10 of spades, and you take the deck and you can either set it right on top, or you can say you can do a really low sort of dribble, Either way, it doesn't matter. But you put the deck on their hand, and then you just snap your fingers, whatever, and you turn over that top card. Boom, it's their 10 of spades. Now, in this moment, this is the key thing. This is the most key thing. Let it sit. Some people freak out. They go, oh, and they turn over right away. And it's funny. It's funny. I mean, you saw. It's so funny. Some people don't turn over right away. They'll hold it. Let them hold the deck. Don't take it back right away. And don't tell them, look. Don't do that. Don't do it. Seriously. You grab the card off the top. Turn away. If they haven't looked right away, turn away and look at their friends and show them. And out of the peripheral, out of the corner of your eye, you'll see that when they think you're not looking, they're going to be and they're going to try and sneak a peek. Again, they're not trying to bust your trick. People are just inherently curious. Magic is so curious. This is one of the reasons I don't do a signed card for this one. Because a signed card really does say, this is the only card like this. They turn it over less when you have a signed card. When you don't get the card signed, their brain, I think, thinks maybe they have 2 of the same cards or something. So they're more apt to check. Either way, don't encourage them. And sometimes, to be honest, sometimes they just don't check. And that's okay. Because if they don't look at the bottom and they don't see the fuck you, that's fine. Because it's an ambitious card routine. It's already amazing. It already blows their minds. So don't worry about it. And then what you can do is just take a second, get them to pick another card, or reset or whatever, get back into the same position and do it again. If you perform this trick over and over, eventually they will turn over the card and look at it. And when they do, oh baby, sit back and enjoy the ride. It is my favorite card trick, no question. I know it's simple, but it's so funny. And if you're a comedy performer like I am, funny is king, and I absolutely love it. I am so happy to share this with you. So, enjoy, run with it, see what you can come up with. There's plenty of other variations. I have this card in my deck at all times, and I use it for way more applications than just this one. But you got to pick carefully. You only get the fuck you card once for a group, only once. So however you want to use it, up to you. This is one of my favorite ways, and I'm really happy to share it. So with that being said, please pick up your second to none deck and start performing this trick. There's a link in the description. There's also at the end of the video here, you can click up here and go right to the store there. There we go. Shamelessly plugging my deck one more time. Pick up my second to none cards. They are the best cards. Remember, you don't have to be first to be second to none.